It's amazing because I was in a place where I just didn't think a love like this even existed anymore. So I knew I was going to do this interview with you. And so I just thought I'll be honest with you because I'm not the really type of person to memorize something. So I thought that I would just kind of jot it down. So I'm going to tell you what the truth is. So let's talk about the truth, okay? So the truth is, I was in a place where I honestly thought that I could do things by myself, being a single mom and working and still trying to have a relationship with you. It was great, but it still wasn't enough. I realized in my life that something was missing. I realized that I couldn't go on the way that I was going. And no matter which route I went, I realized that I still wasn't happy. I still was trying to find voice, doing things and going to different places and just being with different people, and it still wasn't satisfying at all. I still found myself sinking and being in desperate need of someone who would complete me and make me feel love again. And so it really honestly wasn't until I really started thinking, I could really use you. Couldn't love like this really exist? Because, it's hard. We hear people say, I love you all day long. I love you this, I love you that. But it's easier to say I love you to honestly find or be with someone who actually do love you for you, and someone that loved all your flaws and faults, and especially, having 3 kids, it was hard being a single mom, and I knew that there was more to my life and more to my purpose than just being a single mom and just desperately needed love, right? So I told myself, maybe if I give you a chance, or maybe if I give them a chance, maybe things could possibly change for me. And so I did, and wow, let me tell you, things did change. Things changed a whole lot. So for me, it was a major life decision, right? So I was introduced to a love that I never experienced before. And the truth is, it became one of my greatest love stories ever. And the truth is, it was when I met you that my life changed forever. It was when I found God. When I found God, it was my greatest love story that I ever seen, ever wrote, because my relationship with God went beyond the depths of where I could go. My love story with God changed everything. I fell in love with God all over again. He showed me parts of myself that I didn't even know was there. I found myself in a place from sinking to a place where I was afloat. Had my head floating above water. I had hope again. I found Jesus. And truth is, that was my greatest love story of all, when I found God. And God has changed my life in such a dimensional way. I would not trade my love story or my love for him for no amount of money, nothing, nobody. I'm so in love with him. He's taken me places that I never thought that I could possibly go. So there you have it. It was when I found Jesus where it became my greatest love story. I would tell my younger self, what would I tell my younger self? I would tell my younger self, things aren't always as they appear to be. In life, you'll find yourself going through many trials and tribulations. You'll find yourself trying to make things work on your own. And in the end, you realize that you're going to need help. You're going to need somebody. You're going to need a community of people that can really direct you in a path that will lead you to life. And that life is Jesus. And I had 2 close friends at that time. One friend name was Brandy, and the other friend name, it's been such a long time, but I think her name was Trina or whatever. And they really helped me and directed me on a path where I really needed to go. And it was when I found those connections in my communities that I found that God is on the other side. That something greater is better. But I would tell my younger self, don't ever fall through the crowd. Having faith changes everything. I realized that with faith, all things are possible. Nothing is impossible with God. Sometimes it just takes the little tiniest seed. So I encourage you to say, have faith. What is your greatest love story? I know my greatest love story was with God, and it changed my life. It changed everything. It changed the way I think, and I realized that every part of the day, I need God even more. I can't go 1 second without with God. I will encourage you, my younger self, choose God, choose life, especially when you're younger, because when you're younger,
you have more insight, and you're able to see more. And sometimes, like I said, many distractions come, but if you just focus on Jesus, I can guarantee you it will be a great outcome. But faith really, my faith in God is really what changed everything. Even when I was still struggling sin and I didn't understand a lot of things, I knew that it was something there that I needed. And that was the faith, just believing something, not seeing it, but just even believing it, that God changed me. So let's encourage you to have faith. Talk soon.